Good morning, pipe smokers. As always, on my coffee break. Excuse the noise in the background. I got the air conditioner on out here today, finally. Gonna be 90 here today. That's right, 90. That's very unusual in Northeast where I live right here for this early in the year. It's gonna be across a lot of the Northeast today, I believe. Definitely not complaining. Got a couple things I'm going to talk about today, and I'm going to do the professor, Cornell and Diehl. My friend Kyle really likes this stuff a lot. Pipe Professor on YouTube, and I believe on Instagram. I didn't do a lot of research on this. I believe it's Latakia, some Orientals, and supposedly some Virginias. I know there's Virginias and Latakia. Supposedly there's some Perique and Orientals as well. Give this a crack. This one is from 2018, so it's got a little bit of age. And before I forget as well, a good friend of mine, Frank, he's what they call a lurker on YouTube. Frank, if you're watching this, I don't want to get into details unless he wants to share that information, but he's had some health problems the last week or two. I want to let him know that I'm still thinking about him and hope he stays in touch. Let's get this cracked and see what we got. Oh, that didn't even hiss or anything. No hiss or nothing. Oh, look at that. Just one puck. Wow. That's different. Typical Latakia or Latakia. I am picking up some Orientals. I believe it's the Orientals. It's probably the only way I'm going to like this is because it has some Orientals and some Perique in it. It's rather dry, ready to smoke. I'll get my pipe packed and give him my thoughts. All right, and we're back. Hoping you can see this okay. I'm in the angle right with the sun because I got the camera flipped around. I can't see my screen. As you can see, everything's in bloom. See my truck down there in the yard. I got a bunch of brush I cut up last night I'm going to burn tonight. This is definitely not bad. As I had said before, the only way I can really tolerate Latakia anymore is if it has Perique or some Orientals in it. Already hot out. Unlike the Uno from the other day that I did, the Latakia is not too overpowering in this. I'm picking up some definitely Orientals, Virginias. I don't know if the 4 years of age helps with this blend too or not. I planted a bunch of tomato plants last night, some pepper plants, see how they do. The animals around here usually tear that stuff up. I got some up on my porches as well. But yeah, I'm digging the professor. It kind of almost reminds me of one of them Dry Car and Sons, whether it was the First Amendment or the other one, I can't remember, but it's kind of similar to that. Get your typical smoky campfire, earth. The Latakia hits first, but then the Orientals quickly take over, at least for me, or the Virginias. I believe it's the Orientals. And then I get that, I always associate it with like an incense, perfumey smell and taste with incense. Boy, it's gonna be a scorcher today. Thought I'd just step outside for a few and check on the weather. Show you how green everything is. Said if it's not too windy tonight, I'm gonna burn all that brush in my truck. You can see all that or not. Other than that, we're gonna head back inside. I got another thing to talk about and we'll call it a day. All right, YouTubers, I'm back out in the garage. You can't hear as much outside with the traffic going by and the air conditioner vents outside the window. So if you made it through this far, I wanted to talk a little bit about, I did some more cellaring over the past week. 2 more of these. This one was the Rinpoche with the St. James Parish Perique, and this one was the Rambeck, the Turkish. 2 more pounds of that, and to show you the true meaning and the value of tobacco with not the moisture content, it took, I believe, almost 3 of the large mason jars for each one of these bags. 3 large mason jars. Now compared to the Cornell and Diehl 1 pound of the exclusive, which I love. The exclusive is phenomenal. If you like a strong Perique blend or something to mix with other Virginias, I can't tell you enough about the exclusive. It's fantastic. Anyway, it only took 1 large mason jar to fill the exclusive versus 3 large mason jars for each one of them bags. Because everybody knows the daughters, Mark Ryan, the Daughters in Ryan tobacco was always dried out. You are actually getting a real pound of tobacco with no moisture content. That's the difference. And if you're still watching after all this rambling, I'm gonna have another little giveaway. Haven't had one for a while. This one, I'm basically just gonna give away a bucket full of samples that are tobaccos that I have laying around that I didn't get around to put in mason jars yet, or some of them might be in mason jars. Just that this isn't exactly all you might get or what you might get. I'm just going to go through and quickly show you a few. A lot of people like the Pelican. It's from 2013. It's not full. There's some in there. Might do some stocking, maybe some Rustica. Camoys. Some Junkyard Dog aged 2008, I believe. Do some Father Dempsey. So I'm just gonna mix a bunch of stuff. What else we got in here? Some Sammy G Navy Flake from 2011. All these are open. You might, like I said, you might just get samples. Throw in some cabbage mixture. Some 4th generation. We'll do some of this Russell Light Acadian Gold that my good friend had gifted me. And I don't know, maybe even some other stuff. I'll go through and just throw some stuff in. I like sharing things, especially things that I know most people will probably never be able to get again. A good pipe smoker ought to at least be able to experience it once. Maybe throw in even some McClellan Virginias I got in the house there open. Yeah, like I said, it's just going to be a hodgepodge of stuff. I don't know if I'm going to ship it in tins or take it all out of tins and put it in bags because the price of shipping is so much and the extra weight. Unless I get one of them, click it and ship it bigger boxes. We'll see. I don't know yet. But anyway, instead of saying I want in, which I usually always do, and I usually don't advertise my giveaways, I want you to pick a number. I usually get anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200 views a week on my videos. So I'm gonna make the number, I'm gonna pick a number from 1 to 1,200. From 1 to 1,200. And I'm sorry you gotta be in the United States. I don't have to explain with shipping anymore, the troubles. 1 through 1,200. You can only pick once. Just post your number below, 1 through 1,200. I'm gonna text a good friend of mine the number to prove that that's the number and that's not gonna be no setup contest or anything like that. And if nobody guesses it this week, I'll continue it next week or when I make my next video. 1 through 1,200, you only get to guess once. And people who repeat, you gotta go down through the comments and look and make sure nobody already picked your number. Make sure. If somebody does get the number, the first person in my comments that got the number is the one that wins. Only the first person, if you pick the same number, which you should go down through and make sure you didn't pick the same number. Contest will run until I say somebody won. 1 through 1,200. Good luck. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Maybe I'll talk to you boys and girls tomorrow.